time, and if I pass out, I pass out. Hope I don't. Wish I had some beer.
Well, I'll stay out here with you so you don't pass out.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Eric Sky Ridley's video blog. So I have a stimulus update for you, presidential or vice presidential debate and general chat. So let's get to it before we get people coming in there talking about their boyfriends again. Chloe was getting a little cranky when I said that earlier. Talking about wings. Oh yeah, my boyfriend brought me wings. No, it's like Pee Wee said yesterday. No one gives a shit about fucking someone and their wings. It's lust. So let's just say again, I talked to while Chloe was snoring in the other room. I watched the entire debate. I thought it was pretty humorous, but let's get to the stimulus checks first. First of all, the president said there's no more negotiations. Then he rolled it back. Now everyone's out to campaign, so no one knows if there's going to be a stimulus check by November 3rd. So it is October 7th, and there's 27 days left till the election. And you get that idea, 26 now. So anyway, so I wanted to share with you that unless they come up with something in the next 27 days, you can kiss your ass for a stimulus because they're thinking it's a V-shaped recovery. Unfortunately, right now, and me and Chloe's talked about this time and time again, we both are confused on the artificial V-shaped recovery. We don't know what's going on. The stock market could take a shit tomorrow morning, and I'd be just sitting back laughing. I don't care because, I really don't care. Actually, Chloe knows I want to see a stock market crash. Chloe knows I want to see a fucking Great Depression. Then every son of a bitch could fucking suffer. Me and Chloe, we're prepared. So, and that means that, we won't have to listen to these people that can't afford their internet. They would be off YouTube. And then we wouldn't have to deal with these people. Now, here we go. Vice presidential debate. I'm going to grab a pinch. We're going to talk for a bit, and then I'm leaving. Chloe and I want to try the Flintstones time. I've never seen them, so seems pretty cool. So, all right, so here it goes. So, first of all, I want to say from my own opinion, Chloe said she's not going to interrupt me. She doesn't want to give her opinion, but I think, from my opinion to Chloe, I think the vice presidential debate was a bunch of bullies. First of all, you had Kamala Harris, who wants to speak every freaking second, and you got Mike Pence interrupting and changing the subject and everything. I mean, literally, they weren't on topic. I mean, literally. I mean, to me, I thought it was pretty flat, and if Pee Wee's watching this a little later, or Dinky, or whoever else, I'm going to basically blatantly say, I think, oh, yes, you didn't get your foodsie today. Hold on a sec, everyone. So I think it went flat. I mean, literally, they were duking it out. They're basically doing it. I just read the 3-6 website's fact-checking. Apparently, Kamala Harris had one supposed fact. I know I'm not going to give you the sources, but I know Pee Wee will be like, well, everything you're reading is the local rag and not even Fox. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you know my opinion on Fox, and I'm not going to back Fox. I'll choose every other thing because, well, it's funny. However, I will say with confidence tonight that as I watched the video streaming on ABC News, I like ABC, by the way, I've always wondered, what was NBC, the National Broadcasting Corporation? What's ABC, American Broadcasting Corporation? I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. So anyways, because we have no one here and everyone's out either doing things which is inappropriate or, not bothering me, I think it's pretty crystal clear. Hi. So, here's the deal. Chloe's got to clean the cage smart. It's almost overflowing with the fucking thing. And we got a few bugs living in the corners, so it's time to get rid of it. So, don't tell me what to do. So, anyways, Chloe's finally feeling a little better, told not to worry about enchiladas.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying continue the video, okay? People want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, thank you. So basically, I thought first the nine topics. I thought one of the topics was stale. They brought up the economy and they brought up the coronavirus, but they didn't bring up stimulus checks, and that is a big number. I mean, I went to a website today. Okay, a website today, and there's a shitload of comments, and every comment basically said, no stimulus, no vote for Trump. So everyone is basically turning the tides and going with with other people. And to me, I gotta say, I thought it was kind of shitty, that they're saying that. But you know what? As I said in front of Pee Wee and in front of Joe Bob, that the American people are getting shit on. And there's a lot of silent majority saying 1,200 is not enough. And then you got people like Joe who turns around and says, well, you need to, if you want stimulus, you need to get off your ass. Well, right now there's over 26 million people unemployed. That's going to lose their homes and stuff. And to me, I'm very sympathetic,
Yeah, Viva Rock Vegas. They watch.
Yeah, just the second one too. Yeah, both of them on HBO.
Rock Vegas takes place before the original one, shows how they met.
Yeah. So basically, everyone's talking about the $200 Medicare, coupon bill. Some people say, oh, well, where is it? How come we're not getting it yet? Yada, 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 because it hasn't been signed as executive order or anything else. So, like I said, a lot of the silent majority has been talking about how $1,200 is measly. They need more to catch up on their bills, and it's true. Unfortunately, a lot of states are literally staying in lockdown mode till after the election. And Pee Wee said that herself. So, it's all about, a lot of people say, they want to appoint a Supreme Court justice, but they won't pass stimulus checks, because, etc. But currently with stimulus checks delayed, and then the justice is delayed and stuff. Others are getting the people in the Senate. More and more of them are getting sicker from the pandemic. That everyone's worried. So. Everyone is literally worried, So to me, I thought I would let you guys know what's going on, so you guys could, understand. I thought all of it was good, but I thought they went back and forth bickering, And in the end, what really pissed me off the most is when Pence says, "Oh, I guarantee we're going to win." The American people make that determination. If you basically say that on the national stage and then you get drummed out because you opened your trap, that is the problem. I mean, literally, that is the problem. You didn't see Kamala Harris basically turn around and be like, oh, yeah, I guarantee Joe's going to be winning. Joe and I are going to win. No, he basically blurted out, I guarantee we're winning, right? Literally. The thing is you can't guarantee you're going to win unless you're, And so it upsets me to no end. Literally, just upset me to no end. So And so, I mean, literally, that's what it is. It's like he's turning around, and it was really disturbing. I mean, literally, that was one of the things I thought was the disturbing. However, me and Chloe were sitting there, and I couldn't help but laugh, and Chloe said, "What's funny?" Pee Wee watches us later. I think you might get a joke out of this. Okay, it's just a joke. Don't take it rationally or get mad at me. But I said the way Mike Pence was sitting there trying to butt in every time and take more time than he needed because he kept overstepping his boundaries. Kamala Harris was polite for the most part. That I thought that he would have a better chance of debating the origins the origins of the piccolo in French. I saw a Sherlock Holmes episode the other night that basically said that, and it just stuck in my head. With the origins of the piccolo, it's a musical instrument in French for 2 hours. I mean, literally, I thought personally, I'm not a political person, but I thought what's coming out of Pence's mouth was fucking hot air. All right. Now, we're not going to debate. And if anyone talks about Trump flags on here, I'm kicking you out. That's it. No Trump flags, no things. All right. I, for one, thought it was fucking hilarious. All right. He's sitting there like, oh, we're need to get rid of Obamacare. And I'm going, we have a great plan we're going to put in place. And it's like, I heard that for the last fucking 3.5 years. Where's their fucking plan? You see, everything was just fucking piecemeal. Just like the stimulus they didn't bring up tonight. They didn't bring up the stimulus. How the American people are being shafted. They were more interested in getting votes. And I'm sorry to say, Pee Wee knows this from the bottom of my heart. We speak about it all the time. At least she lets me speak my own mind. And I think that Pence basically bit off more than he could chew. Yet they basically sat there, and each party basically threw dirt on each other. But at the same time, when I went through like 6 different websites plus for fact checking, it said basically Kamala Harris twisted one thing and everything out of Pence's mouth was lies. And to me, the newspaper is going to run with it in the morning. Shit's going to hit the fan in the morning. We're going to be at fucking square one yet again. So to me, I thought it was just too damn fucking stupid. And the fact that they were turning around and fucking doing that crap made me laugh. I mean, literally. I mean, I would have a better debate with my cousin-in-law 2 hours nationally in French of the origins of the piccolo than I would, I mean, literally. The national debate was fucking stupid. I mean, look the way the thing was. I mean, literally, he could not stay on topic. He was doing the bully thing. And you know what I'm really worried about? All right, now I don't give 2 shits who's president. Okay, I'll accept it. But I'm wondering how the polls are going to be. Like tonight, they said Biden's already got up to 270. And, it could be false. But if it's true, he's already it's like 290. But anyways, he's got the votes needed to vote. And to me, I think it's scary. It depends on what's going to happen in the next 27 days. And then, because Donald Trump was discharged, what was it, Monday? From the hospital? They're talking about the next debate being like the 12th or 13th. They're basically, Biden's refusing to do it if this coronavirus is still there. I mean, literally. So they might have to delay it, but at the same time, the Senate wants to go ahead and ran through a Supreme Court nomination when, what's it, like 6 or 7 have coronavirus? In my opinion, that's the fucking stupidest thing in the world. I did like Kamala Harris thumping them and saying, look, Abe Lincoln did this at the founding of the Republican Party, waiting for him to get renominated before put the Supreme Court. He's just like, oh, well, we're more conservatives. I mean, what really upset me the most also was the fact that he was talking about stacking, that they were talking about stacking the deck. Now, I know Pee Wee brought that up, stacking the deck. She brought it up once to me. I don't know. I mean, it depends on if you have both House and Senate and it gets passed and Biden's president, they can stack the deck then. But thing is it just depends. I mean, let's just say Trump keeps the White House, but House and Senate are Democrat, hypothetically. They stack the deck again. I mean, no one fucking knows what's going on, To me, it was just a fucking bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's like that fucking stupid ass son of a bitch, minister tonight, fucking basically barbecuing me. So, hopefully next week Dad will be there and I won't have any fucking problems with Chloe trying to make dinner on a Wednesday, But, the point is, I thought it was an interesting debate, literally. I mean, they congratulated each other and then they tore each other down. But the last question from an 8th grader was just fucking perfect, And they basically were, But to me, the problem is the American people. Well, now you can sit there and say, oh, well, the American people. Look, the American people are fucking pissed. Go to these fucking people that aren't doing clickbaiting. They're just doing stimulus updates. The ones that are doing the true stimulus updates on YouTube. And then you read the comments. No money. Donald Trump can't pass executive order, or Donald Trump can't get both parties together to give them a check. They're voting Biden because they know Biden will give them more money. So it's like me and Pee Wee said, that there's Americans that are suffering so bad that they'll basically sell up their country to make it communist. Which, by the way, I hope I don't get my thing flagged. I'm almost done with this, by the way. Check this out. It's my current book I'm reading. And it says Karl Marx on it. And I'm almost done with it. It's actually an interesting thing. And then I bought this book as well to read right afterwards. I'm studying up on communism because I'd like to know what the difference is, because for my own personal study, so I don't ask questions, and then get my videos flagged or slowed down or cut up, or, the point is I'm just studying, and, so what is this about anyways? Oh, Ben Carson? Yeah, he's a good guy. What is this about anyways? Let me see. Where is this made from? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, here it is. In the World War II, under Khrushchev, 45 goals. Yeah, that's something I wanted to read, the 45 goals. And it seems it's going to be a good book, and frankly, my point is in my opinion is, I mean, literally, I like my debates with Pee Wee, but the thing is Pee Wee and I both agreed right now is not a time to literally talk about the election, okay? In her inner circle, she can talk about it till the cows come home. My inner circle with her, we don't talk about it because I think Pee Wee realizes that honestly, that what's happening in the world is pretty damn bad. And the reason for it is that the American people, and Pee Wee, I think, agrees with me, or at least accepts my opinion, is that we're 26 days right now till the election. No one knows which way it's going to go. If the fucking Democrats win it and Donald Trump tries to contest it, and I mean, literally, you got the American people ready to fucking revolt because they don't want a Supreme Court justice. He wants to put it in there and say, oh, yeah, I won. That's not fair. Thing is, we don't know where there's any election fraud. I haven't seen any in fucking Washington yet. I've heard Gail rattle off some numbers about some army or military people in Pennsylvania having like nine ballots thrown out. I mean, I did see something about, I don't know, something about ballot fraud or something through something or other this today. It was like, and one guy had stacks of ballots, and I didn't see my ballot. Yeah, I got my ballot. Oh, I'm talking about my pamphlet, okay? I was talking to Pee Wee didn't hear this, I don't think, but Donald Trump is on the back of this voters pamphlet, on the back, basically. For general election, he's on the back. literally for whoever it is, No senators voting, and a couple Congress, but he's on the back. And then I got to tell you this. Look at this, right? I'm not a Democrat. But here it goes, right? So I get this San Juan shithole video, right, or thing, right? And it talks about politics. Now, it's like, the Democrats sent this. Okay, we're a Democratic state, so you're not going to see a Republican thing. But it's like right there, they're trying to tell me to choose Vice President by Kamala Harris Biden. It goes down the list. Who's running it? Lieutenant Governor, yada yada yada. And Secretary of State, all this crap, all these incumbents. It's like city council position 1 and 2, then they're going here, sex education, you turn around and talking about the review commission, how they want people to donate money and all this crap. And I'm looking at it like if this is a non-partisan thing, which it isn't, it says, and then here's their thing. A vote for a Democratic candidate is a vote that promotes democracy. You see, I'm rolling my eyes. Justice, equality, dignity, respect, quality education, healthcare, and a thriving economy, and clean air and water for all. Sounds like socialist programs to me. Not up you would basically agree with me, but the thing is, unless California flips all red, like some people say they will, it's going to be a tough nut to crack this year. I mean, literally 26 days to go. And I'm really looking forward to going into my papers, what Pee Wee calls the local rags, and literally reading the papers to let people know, tomorrow what's going on in the national polls and stuff. And Pee Wee said, don't believe national polls. The thing is if the American people, okay, here's the problem, okay? 2016 was a very rare election, okay? But 2020, if they turn around, okay, and if Biden wins the election, the American people are going to have to accept it. And if they don't, there's problems because, that's where I tell you the silent majority. I've looked up so many websites and so many stimulus check websites where they talk stimulus checks daily, videos and stuff. And same bullshit. People going, well, no stimulus, no votey. I'll go for Biden and get a bigger check. Well, here's the real problem with this whole political thing, right? They turned around today, okay? I really want to bring this up. They turned around and offered 2 years of community college free. Probably can re-up and get 2 more years and re-up until you complete everything you want. You see where I'm going with this? And then community college is free. Same with, but university, maybe they'll give a discount, And then they talked about cutting $10,000 off student loan when they're vice president, Harris Biden. And to me, that's okay and dandy and fine, but still, what the fuck, But then Harris didn't bring up her plan for giving like $25,000 or $50,000 per person for housing, for the blacks, But, again, to me, I was sitting there, right? And I'll tell you the truth, okay? Biden's old, and Trump's old, and I wouldn't trust either of them. That's another reason why I want to be neutral. I don't trust Pence either. Literally, everything he spewed tonight was false, by the fact checkers themselves. I even went to fact checking websites during the debate while listening to it on the Jumbo TV. 2, Kamala Harris does not look like a woman you want to screw with. She's for blacks and she's for Hispanics. Fuck the rest, And to me, I mean, I wouldn't want her being the president in case something happened to Biden, all right? No thanks. And I don't want Pelosi being vice president. I mean, it would be a good way to get rid of Pelosi, make her vice president, but, to me, it's not worth our time. I mean, literally, the American people are basically demanding another check. Look at the elderly. They're not happy with just their Obama phone. Now they want fucking Obama internet, $10 a month through AT&T. Oh yeah, free internet, $10 or low income. Look at what's going on in the country, right? Everything's being subsidized. Everything is fucking being subsidized. Or people are screwing over the people. I just found out a neighbor who's freaking half Mexican, half black, basically conned her way to getting a car. She never afforded a car. She's got gas paid for, the fucking thing. She's not got a sweetheart or anything. She fucking went through some state program because they're trying to encourage African Americans and Hispanics to drive. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. They're basically trying to make the Caucasians the minority. It's not going to happen. And you know what? I mean, literally, to me, I basically think it's bullshit. Literally, blacks are equal as well as whites is equal to everyone. Unfortunately, there's assholes out there that don't think that. Look at that minister today. He turned around and he basically blocked me on Zoom due to the fucking fact that he literally fucking screwed me over on basically upset when I was waving this around. Literally. And then my dad, he never got back to me. It's fucking 11:15. Hopefully nothing happened to him, but anyway, so what I want to say to you all was the debate was good, the topics were good, and I'm just going to wait now and see what happens, because, no one's bringing up stimulus checks. That's the thing. I mean, they're all off to recess for 2 or 3 weeks, and yet, right now, shit has hit the fan, So, I'm telling you, to me, I think, we're going to see some arguments and fights coming up with, arguments. No, here we go. Apparently there's a new tweet that Donald Trump tweeted. Let's see this on stimulus for a second. Reverse course 8 hours later. Bottom line is Wednesday morning, the economy doesn't know what's going on. "26 days to the election. Too little support would lead to weak recovery, creating unnecessary hardship for households and businesses." This is from the Fed support, the Fed chairman. But I think the Fed chairman was appointed by Obama, so who knows, So again, the Republicans won't budge due to the fact the bill's too high. Even if it's $2.2 billion Trump gave in, they think it's too much money. So, Oh, here you go. So here's a fact. 2 weeks ago, the Republican leaders considered moving a standalone bill for airline bailouts 2 weeks ago, but apparently their own members ejected, sinking it. So things that doesn't care about the airlines going down the shitter, which he was just saying, they're bankrupt, So piecemeal or otherwise, it says all these factors tell you everything you need to know about the prospects of So it says here, given Trump's reversal 8 hours later, surface-based efforts, airline payroll, let's see, wild card here, piecemeal bills a shot again, and one wild card here is the airline payroll support. Closing a statement last week said a broad deal fell apart. She'd move standalone bill, but Democrats tried that last week, were blocked by Republicans. So prospects for that pledge remain very uncertain. So unless they both agree to airline bailouts, and then, then they're going to tell you to fuck off. You don't get $1,200. Let's see. So basically, Mitch McConnell says their top priority is the Supreme Court. Fuck the American people and their stimulus. They're not going to get it. So it says here, the American people are basically willing to vote Mitch McConnell and the rest of the Republicrats out to get the Democrats in. I'm just saying this, to be funny, you know. So it says here on Tuesday and Wednesday night tonight, Democrats have to focus on attention to winning the election, which they can do better than Trump can, due to the fact that Trump withdrew coronavirus stimulus talks as well as coronavirus aid to other Republicans. There you go, other Republicans. So they're thinking Republicans are stalling it. They're going to use it. It's basically both parties are basically bickering. So to me, they're both at fault. So I can't basically say, well, the Dems are at fault and the Republicans are at fault. See, look at this. Again, Nancy Pelosi needs to shut her chili hole. We will have a stimulus bill and he won't win the election. She added, making clear action on the former would have to wait until the results of the latter. See, this is the thing. They need to shut their damn chili hole on who's going to win, basically. Shut their damn pie hole and that'll be fine. So, anyways, otherwise, there's no stimulus check anytime soon. I've told you guys this time and time again, but you guys think magically something's going to come out before the election in an executive order. And with Congress controlling the purse strings, that's not going to happen. And it was all smokes and mirrors. And now, Congress has put a boot up his ass and said, you're doing what we're doing. You're not doing exec order. So, but I also believe that the American people I believe all right, this is something new. Let me look at this. Five years. Well, hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So, all these people are endorsing Joe Biden, and yet we don't know what's going to happen. That's why I keep telling you all to wait, Stimulus checks. Well, right now, Congress went home and the Senate, but the Senate is more focused, not giving you $1,200 or $2,000 or $3,000, sassy. Senate's more importantly wanting to pass a Supreme Court nomination. So their priority is a Supreme Court nomination, supposedly to keep Donald Trump in office, whereas everyone thinks that's the better deal than giving you any money. Now, if Biden gets in, you're going to get a bigger check than that. You might get $2,000 a month for 13 months retroactive, which would be a better deal, and people might just basically survive the pandemic. But right now, they all closed shop, went home, and because of it, there is no money for anyone. And so, right now they're more focused on the Supreme Court justice, but more people coming back and get sick with coronavirus, that's going to be closed too. So basically that's what's going on, and I'm glad you're around, Sassy, because but yeah, I was just debating and talking about the debates too. They should have brought that up. That in the limelight, that would have basically hook, line, sinker. But I think in the next second or third presidential debate, someone's gonna have to bring up stimulus. Because it's gonna have to be in the next debate if there is another one. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks. Like I said, the. So here's what the thing is, Sassy. All right, let me explain this to you. So Donald Trump's been using smokes and mirrors. I don't know if you support Trump or not, but this is not a political channel. I'm just telling you what I know. So every time he turns around, he wants to do an executive order, does it? Then he pulls back on it. Then he's offering stimulus checks, but his cronies aren't doing the job. So here's what you got to think, Sassy. If he's doing all this smokes and mirrors to try to vote people in, he even he had the elderly basically throw him under the bus for saying $200 for Medicare coupons to get medicine, $200 off medicine. That's what they're going to get for voting. They're all looking at Biden to basically bring in the big deal after January 20th. I mean, literally, look at now. We have 26 days until the election. 26 days. In about a half hour. It'll be 26 days on the nose for, and every day gets closer to the election. And yet, no one in their right mind, Sassy, is looking. I mean, the silent majority, okay, I've looked at websites. I know Pee-wee's had debates with me and others. Joe's always talking about his a Trump fan. I told Joe this time and time again, I don't give a shit if he supports Trump. I don't give a shit if he buys a Trump flag. Just keep it off my channel. I mean, yesterday we had 3 moderators tell Joe that we don't give a shit if Joe's got a boyfriend and he wants to talk about his boyfriend. No one gives a shit about it. We know he's got a boyfriend, just let it go, So what happened is the silent majority, Pee-wee says the silent majority is going for Trump. Fortunately, the silent majority, Sassy, wants fucking Biden in because they want more money. And if Donald Trump's not going to help them bail out the country, they're going to go for Biden because they know Biden will pay out in January, which means they just got to wait till after Christmas to get money. Literally. No, yeah, exactly. But if Biden gets in, you're going to see a shit pot full of money. They're going to turn around and give retroactive. Literally, there's going to be retroactive. And you know what? There's people out there. There's going to be people out there to be fucking jealous. They're going to be jealous because they're busting their ass off at work, trying to make a living. And all these people are getting free handouts. That's the real problem. So, I agree with you 100%. Either way, you're screwed. But at least we know what's going on, right? At least we know completely of what's going on. And so, I, on the other hand, am calming down, but still, yesterday was pretty damn bad, but today was interesting until dinner time. I had to have cold sandwiches for dinner. Well, at least I got bread for, make sure the bread goes, And now we're supposed to be going to Walmart on Tuesday, the 13th. So tomorrow I got to go out on an adventure to go to the grocery store. Yet again. I went today. So we should be happy I actually got out, Oh yeah, I had roast beef and Swiss cheese on sourdough. I'm telling you, Sassy, just between you and I did a video earlier, but between you and I gotta tell you, the fucking sandwich bill alone's fucking expensive. They charge me like $9 or $8 for fucking sandwich making. Literally, I couldn't believe the fucking price, Sass. I mean, literally, they fucking turned around and charged me too much for a fucking sandwich. I mean, literally, it was like $9 for fucking family-sized double-stuffed Oreos on this island because the economy's taking a shit. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So I spent $9 each for family-sized double-stuffed cookies. I got a deal on the bread though, so I got 3 loaves. That's all they had. They wanted me to take 1 loaf. They charged me $7.49 for 9 ounces of roast beef. $7.49 for Orlando Frost smoked turkeys, and they charged me $8.69 for Oscar Mayer Black Forest ham. And then they only had unsalted butter, which I'm not going to use, so And then they charged me $8.49 for Tillamook Swiss cheese, $8.49 for pepper jack cheese, $8.49 for provolone cheese. They charged me $9.99 for Italian salami, $8.99 for pepperoni. That's what Chloe wanted. Where's the other one? Oh, and $8.49 for sharp cheese, slice cheese for my sandwich. So I had mayonnaise, and a piece of cheese, like a couple slices of roast beef, and they charged me too much. It was like almost $90. Well, so did I. I mean, I use sourdough. I don't mind a good Jewish rye once in a while, or Russian rye. Well, you got to get pastrami for that one, Well, I know. I mean, we live on an island, so the inflation's going up. And I mean, I went into the grocery store. You know the story. Chloe was kicked out, and I walked in there, and the manager ran over and said, "Rita, where have you been?" I go, "Oh, I've been holed up at home." You must be really out of supplies. I said, "No, we needed butter." Chloe's making enchiladas, and they asked how Chloe was doing, if she's behaving, and I was like, Chloe can't come down here, so I came down here. And I went around and the store was empty. What they had is what I got, and then they tried to limit me like, well, we're only giving 1 roll of paper towels or 1 roll of toilet paper right now. They don't have the multi-blocks. I'm like, look, everyone knows you can get it delivered on Amazon, Target, or Walmart. They're doing it that way. The supply and demand's high, but their suppliers are going out of business. And so, one of the debates tonight was the economy. The economy's tanking. I mean, everything was fucking expensive as hell. It was like $90, and I'm sitting here thinking, how much more money? I mean, tomorrow I got to go buy flour. And then I thought, well, Well, yeah, but we have a shortage here because we're in a blue state. So you got to remember the blue state, Sassy. They're fucking locking down a lot of stuff, trying to make it so the vote will go blue and Biden will get in. Now, you know as well as I do, I'm not choosing sides. I mean, literally. However, the voter pamphlet was funny. They put Biden on the front, Trump on the back. Even the socialist and communist parties got higher than them, and the Green Party. But yeah, I mean, they're basically like, and everything was picked clean, like picked off the bone, basically, when it came to the foods at the grocery store. There you go, this little Boon Boon's eating again. As they say, Peepo, pellets in, pellets out, I mean, I was going to have enchiladas tonight, but we didn't have 3 ingredients. Chloe threw fit. I might have lost my schooling. I was in school, and she basically, threw fit. The moderator, Sassy, basically locked me out on Zoom when it came to video. I went and told my father-in-law, and he was like, yeah, the guy's a fucking Trump tart and a dick. And I was shaking my head because, I was trying to figure out what to do with Chloe, and the Reverend doesn't understand. I'm going to have to email tomorrow morning and say, look, you blocked me out. If you have a beef with me, that's fine, but you need to know that I'm dealing with someone who's autistic with borderline personality, possibly bipolar, and she was making dinner. Instead, she flipped her lid, couldn't find anything, and I had to come and save the day. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I'm trying to do this seminary with you, and I'm trying to deal with someone with mental illness, Zoom's pretty fun, I mean, I use it for schooling. I got 3 days a week I go to school, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 different seminaries. And so, and our newest seminary starts next week, the 19th, I think it is. We're studying, what are we studying now? We finished Proverbs. I think here it is. So my book came in today for my next study course. It's called The Sermon on the Mount. That's where Jesus talks to the apostles and 5,000 people, feeds them fish, I think, but still. But yeah, we use Zoom because no one can go to church right now. So all the courses are online as long as you buy the book, and I paid for one class. It was $99. And that is on Tuesdays on what I have my email, but let me go and look real quick just to see, because I remember it is basically it's everyday life in ancient Israel, and it talks. The first lesson was talking about this cute hot girl, by the way, who's like under 30 years old, who's a professor and got a doctorate in archaeology. And I'm telling you, it was pretty damn cool. Just watching her was worth it, They even showed how they have to go through special permits if they uncover a grave, that they have to call up a specialist from the University of Jerusalem or Tel Aviv, and they got to come out, take the bones, examine them, do computer things, and then they secretly bury them somewhere where no one knows what these skeletons, But, that was $99. The other seminaries is you got to buy the books. And so I have joined on the books, And of course, the Reverend's a douchebag. The one Reverend started to get to know me. The other Reverend, he just basically blocked me out today because I was getting up, handling Chloe's meltdown. And I told my dad, I said, the guy was a complete asshole. I mean, literally. And then we went over 90 minutes to like 2.5 hours because the old biddy brigade, there's more old biddies there. And the current book we're talking about is Healing Our Broken Humanity. The way to heal your broken humanity is simple. The pastor didn't like my answer. A, you believe in John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, his only begotten son, that whoever believeth in him has everlasting life. The second answer to this question was the Holy Spirit. If you follow the Holy Spirit and you follow Christian doctrine, not Catholic doctrine, but actual Christianity, and you're good to people, like Jesus said, do unto others as you do to yourself. That's all you need. But this guy didn't like my answer, so he basically blocked me when I was trying to handle Chloe's meltdown. He doesn't realize that there's mentally ill people here, and I'm trying to handle it, And that's what really sucks, Sassy, you know. Oh, yeah, so do I. And then Joe, moderator Joe, you've met Joe. He's got a boyfriend. So every time he comes in here now, Pee-wee last night, moderator Pee-wee said, so what? You have a boyfriend. You're basically talking about lust, you know. Like tonight he came in earlier and said, oh, my boyfriend's bringing me wings. I mean, literally, we don't need to talk about gay relationships in this channel. Unless I bring it up, I don't want to hear it. You know, Joe's one of those that if anyone wants a stimulus check, Sassy, then, you know, they need to get a job. It doesn't matter if you're on SSI or SSDI. You need a fucking job if you want extra money. And, you know, there's 26 million people unemployed. I mean, literally, the hospitality industry is failing. The airlines are going bankrupt. Hell, did you know, I just saw a report today, Sassy, talking about the cruise industries. Some of the bigger cruise ships are in ports being stripped down. They're actually scrapping them early because no one's going on these cruise ships, you know. Yeah, I believe in God, too. No, it's the other thing. If you believe in God and you give God your problems and you trust in God, God will take care of you. You don't need to worry. I mean, literally, you know, and that's where I was saying, you know, and I've had visions from God. You know, one of the arguments me and Pee-wee had a while ago was God gave me a vision that he was going to put Biden as his president. That happens. And that forecast comes true. Well, Chloe already calls me a prophet, you know, but still, I've prophesized many things. And so far, Sassy, I can't be completely wrong yet. I mean, remember what I said in August. If there's a stimulus bill passed by August 9th, you all get stimulus checks. After August 9th, it's a 0.01%. You will get a stimulus check. Otherwise, it's 99.9% chance you ain't getting jack shit. And look where we are now, Sassy. We are 19 minutes from 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with meaning 26 days to go till the election. And a lot of people are saying, without a stimulus check, $1,200, the elderly and the disabled, SSI, SSDI, retirement survivors, railroad veterans, they're not going to vote for Trump. They're voting Biden. Then you got the other ones that say 1,200 is meager. We need 2,000. We need 3,000. We need 5,000. We need 10,000 because we're suffering. People are losing their jobs, you know, and yet, you know, you hear these people like Mitch McConnell talking about passing the Supreme Court first over stimulus checks. Personally, I think the stimulus check should come first. Fuck the Supreme Court. I mean, you should have seen tonight's debate. Vince was making a comment that Kamala Harris and Biden were personally going to stack the deck and put more Supreme Court justices in, filling it to make it more for gays and lesbians and abortions and all this crap, you know, more liberals. Unfortunately, you know, as the news media said, 6 newspapers, they're not going to do that due to the fact that, you know, other issues, you know, Sassy. I mean, literally, they don't want to give each people the idea, you know. Well, you know, Sassy, you okay, Chloe?
Just a little pain, like. Yeah.
Then sit in my chair and just relax. I'm almost done. Look, Sassy, I agree with you 100%. You know, this isn't about me, and this isn't about Chloe. This ain't about you. It's about them going on vacation, and that's all they're doing.
Sorry, I'm just cramping right now.
I understand.
I'm not gonna say from what. That's what you actually.
So Sassy said, "Hey, Chloe."
Thanks, Sassy.
So basically, you know, Sass, they're basically going on vacation more, and now their only prerogative is the Supreme Court. Which to me, you know, as long as these senators keep getting coronavirus, they're not going to have enough votes to get them in, you know. But they say they're going to push it by the 19th. But, you know, 3 senators right now have the coronavirus, or I think it's 7, I think, anyways. And so they don't have the more the virus spreads, the more likely more people will get sick.
We'll make some refried beans and shit.
Sure.
Yeah, this butter should go in the fridge, or this butter should go in the fridge?
No, I was going to throw it out, try again tomorrow.
We'll get more butter too then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get more butter.
There's a pot that I believe it's in the dishwasher. It's clean for refried beans. I'll wash that tomorrow.
Interesting, right? You go on, you look up stuff, right? You find out how some of these famous musicians, like when they start out, like their earlier song, always go forgotten. Which sucks. Because you never really hear how they really gotten famous. You don't think they just got famous by releasing a big hit song out of the blue.
Yeah.
It's not like they have a factory or when they make these celebrity songbirds and they already have the talent to sing, they just start singing music right away.
Another thing I just want to say is I just read an article where it says seniors are flipping to Biden at record rates. They're worried about their Social Security being touched, and all the falsities. It's like Pee Wee said. Pee-wee said the other day, they're making her president look bad. Oh yeah, I agree. The mainstream media, it's either they're for something or against something. I mean, literally. I mean, you got the main. Tonight basically Mike Pence turned around and said, "Look, for 3.5 years, the Democrats have tried to undermine Donald Trump's presidency by not giving in, basically stalling shit, and they even impeached him. It's on his record. He was impeached. Well, they went for an impeachment, even though it didn't. He didn't get removed from office. It's still. So, yeah, so that's what it is. It's all the same shit, Sassy. They're just basically playing politics on with the lives of the American people. Now, there's people out there that think Donald Trump will make America great. Well, if you look at the current news articles, they're saying Donald Trump's making America shit. I mean, literally. Kamala Harris turned around and said President Xi Jinping in China is well respected over our own president. There's people that are saying that in another country that Donald Trump has made this country, the laughing stock of the world. And it really sucks, because you got to see, Oh yeah, exactly. That was on the news tonight too. Taylor Swift. It's like what it is Taylor Swift turns around and says, "I endorse Biden," so the American people could say, "Oh look, Taylor Swift endorses Biden," or they could sit there and say, "Oh, Chuck Norris endorses Trump because of guns, because Chuck Norris works with NRA or whatever." Excuse me 1 second. I got to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Chloe, you take over.
Well, hi everyone. I'm cooking and doing stuff, running back and forth right now. Anyways, yeah, you heard what Matthew has said. The captain has said about everything. Don't worry about it, okay? Just vote for whoever who cares. Honestly, I'm Democrat. I'm for Biden. I want Trump out, but everyone's talented opinion who they want to vote for. So, you want to vote for whoever you want to vote for, do it then. You go out and do it. I mean, it's the only way to get your voices heard is vote. As long as there's not voter suppression or anything, I'm fine. I'd be fine. Elections should be fair. Everything should be fair. Where's the paper towels? Shoot. Have paper towels. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Okay, so yeah.
So I'm back, everyone. So, the main thing is I was listening to Chloe, and Chloe's right. You got to get out there and vote. So if you think Biden's going to do a better job, vote. If you think Donald Trump's going to do a better job, vote. That's all you can do.
Don't just sit there trolling that their guy's going to win. Otherwise, you do that, you'd be surprised if they lose.
Oh, no. That's no, Sassy. You misheard me. When I went to the grocery store, they were selling toilet paper 1 roll and paper towel 1 roll, and they were overcharging for it because of supply and demand. When they asked how come I haven't bought any, I said, well, me and Chloe's sitting on about $6,000 in toilet paper and paper towels. Our entire house is a warehouse. We got them stacked boxes, stacked up in the corner, paper towels, toilet paper, shaving cream, shaving gel, razor blade, shampoo, conditioner, dish soap, bar soap, dishwasher pods, you name it. We have all of this stuff stocked up so we can stay in there a long time. But the only problem is there's certain items we don't want to buy through Amazon because it takes too long, like flour. So we have to go shopping for flour. But otherwise, we have plenty of toilet paper. Look, we want to make sure we needed toilet paper. So Chloe, some of her retro checks went for supplies. I mean, we've been holed up here. So we've been buying supplies since April 28th. And it's still getting better. I mean, we haven't ran out of toilet paper or paper towels yet. When we stockpiled on our freezer, we got it filled. We got more hamburger coming. We got about 100 and we're going to get about 140 pounds of hamburger coming up next week. So technically we're going to be filling up pretty good. So that's going to be a lot of hamburger, but our lamb's not ready yet. The farmer can't get a date to slaughter a lamb, so we're stuck stockpiling hamburger.
I wish I would have done with my life. Musician. Actually be a singer for a metal band. That would have been awesome if I was a metal singer.
Well, the thing with me is I run on a treadmill all the time. So today and 5 days ago, Friday, I went out of my house. And I'm going to have to go out tomorrow. So that resets everything to day 1 again. What?
Just you're good.
Make sure to turn the hood vent on.
Yes, I am.
To stay sane, there's a lot of things you can do, Sassy. I've been watching a lot of movies, TV shows, HBO Max, Cinemax, Showtime, Epic, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney, Stars, Hulu. playing video games. I'm pretty sane, you know. So I'm hoping everyone gets a stimulus check, but I don't think they will. That's what I think, Sassy. I really don't think they will. You know, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of shit hit the fan soon. Hi. Look at baby Chloe.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of the. I had one of these tonight, so I'm gonna have another one. Usually I don't tap into things. Oh yeah, I mean literally, I don't think they can deliver on a stimulus check this close to the election. Ugh. I love these 1893 Pepsis. They're really tasty, you know. It's like today's pipe tobacco. I had some pipe tobacco today. Whiskey flavored. It tasted really good. I walked all the way down. What?
I love refried black beans. I like the black beans.
Refried Tudor food. Yeah, it's actually here's what the song, Sassy. Beans, beans, the music of fruit. The more you eat black beans, the more you toot. The more you toot, the more you blow up. And the more you end up on the moon from tooting too much. The grocery store was selling TP and paper towels one, and they thought I
Ready
needed
to watch John Goodman say Yabba Dabba Doo?
Yes, I'm going to be watching with Chloe tonight the Flintstones. I've never seen them. So it'll be an interesting movie, you know. That's why I was trying to tell you, Sassy. Try to invest your time in movies, too, if you get bored. I'm watching Sherlock Holmes.
I was watching my own movies in the back room. Mozart and a Whale, and then Jane Wants a Boyfriend. Both are good movies.
Yeah, Haley Berry's in it. Yeah, exactly. No, because if what I need to do is I need to get a camera on a tripod so I can do my kitchen thing, because I don't have any room in the kitchen to show the camera of how I do it. Besides that, my steak sauce lamb recipe, my steak seasoning goes on the lamb, and that's a family recipe. Me, my hold on, Chloe.
Huh?
When you're done,
Listening.
fine. Let me ask you the question. All right.
Because I was wanting to talk.
Go ahead, talk first.
I'm just saying that we're going to also watch a movie. The movie we're watching also has an actress in it that Trump talked a bunch of shit about 4 years ago.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
Shall I ask my
Go
question?
ahead.
Now, do you really think I would put a camera in the kitchen to show how I make my steaks or steak seasoning? Exactly. That's a family recipe. It's my husband's recipe. Yeah, well, I like Halle Berry and James Bond. You know, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too. I like Barry James Bond.
Yeah. That was a great movie, yeah.
Die Another Day?
Yeah, I think Die Another Day.
Yeah, I found out, I also found out some of the interest song. I think she sung it.
Yeah, Halle Berry's cool.
Well, actually, Halle Berry didn't sing it, but still. I looked up, a lot of the artists who sung James Bond songs.
You remember that one guy that only did one? Remember, I think it was
Yeah.
Lazenby? That was really weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Sean Connery's the original.
John Connery's cool. George Lazenby. Timothy Dalton didn't do too bad.
Yeah, he was only two.
I think, what's his name? Pierce Brosnan was the best, but, I don't like that other guy.
Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig, I don't like.
Well, they had to get someone new. Eventually, he'll be replaced.
He's being replaced after this movie, if you didn't know, for another Bond. A lot of people in England threw a fit when they wanted to make Bond a black guy.
Oh, yeah, racist people.
And then another joke was they wanted to name it James for short for Jamie Bond.
Oh, back when Pierce Brosnan was after Die Another Day, they were getting another actor for James Bond. Someone joked about the Jackie Chan as James Bond. I was like, We're like, they gotta keep him British. They gotta keep on British.
I saw a great movie the other day on Netflix, Sassy, if you haven't seen it. It's called Enola Holmes. It's the sister of Sherlock. They did really good on it. I liked it.
How about this? Sherlock meets James.
James
Holmes meets Bond.
Might be an interesting movie. They should have put Sherlock Holmes in A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen because if you remember, M was nicknamed Professor Moriarty.
And Captain Nemo. They had who else?
Huck Finn. They had Alan Quartermain.
Dr. Jekyll.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hyde.
They had that one guy, the Invisible Man, too.
They could have put Van Helsing in it. You heard Van Helsing?
Yes, I know Van Helsing. Great movie.
Yeah, and it's based off an old story, so they should have put Van Helsing in it.
Yeah, I mean, Enola Holmes was really good. It's on Netflix. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm almost finished with Little House on the Prairie, but, I always wanted that a box set, but after I'm seeing it on TV, on IMDb TV on...
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Landon's awesome. I just thought the story started getting flat, after season 7. Literally, it just went completely flat, and
Little House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another cool movie you can get if you want to watch it is with Michael Landon is Highway to Heaven, and they had that guy that played Mr. Edwards. He's in it with Michael Landon in Highway to Heaven, which was really cool.
Okay. Would you rather take the Stairway to Heaven or the Highway to Hell?
Touched by an Angel was really good too. I agree with you completely. That was a series my husband has on DVD, and I have him because he died, and it's really good. I mean, they made it really good. Same with Highway to Heaven. But it's just depends on what you want to watch. Me, I'm old fashioned. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was Mr. Edwards, and he was in the movie too. But. Nowadays, you don't see many TV shows. Netflix does have 5 seasons of Lucifer. I love Lucifer, so me and my husband used to watch Lucifer. I'd like to see remakes of the remake in Knight Rider. They also remade, apparently, Magnum P.I. I don't know anything about it. I think Higgins is now a woman. That's what Dad said. Poppy said. Hi. You weren't even moving your nose. I thought you died. You didn't budge. Your nose stopped. I thought he stopped breathing, Or did a boom boom. Scared the mama. Yeah, so, But anyways, Sassy, it's been really great talking to you tonight. We haven't had disturbances with others, And Gail, she hasn't been on in a while, so I don't know what happened to Gail. I think she got mad when I talked about, other issues, MacGyver's cool, too. Yeah, Magnum was awesome, How they put MacGyver in Stargate was just beyond me, And Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap turning into NCIS New Orleans or something. That was like really crappy. And Scott Bakula did a shitty job, I tell you, on that Star Trek Enterprise. I mean, literally, he basically bombed on that. So, but it's just, That's how you keep entertained. If you have plenty to do and plenty to watch, I mean, I have Stars and HBO, Showtime, and I just love it. You know, you know. Hmm. Yeah, I have Netflix, Hulu, and those things. Amazon Prime, and then I have Stars separate, Showtime, HBO, HBO Max, Cinemax, Epic. You know,
Epics.
Epics. We also have Cinemax. And we have CBS All Access too. So we pay about $60 or $75 a month. I figured it out for streaming services. And Amazon has it all good except for HBO Max. That's separate. And I think HBO Max so far I haven't found anything decent on HBO Max, so I might dump them. But like I said, I have BritBox. That's where I'm watching the Sherlock Holmes series, and then CBS All Access I have, and then I have Cinemax, and I have Epix, HBO, Showtime, and Movie Sphere. Movie Sphere. We only watch one movie so far. Movie Sphere.
I think Bond was inspired kind of based from the Holmes series.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, first
Ian Fleming came out like I think it was the 40s or 50s. He came out, but Ian basically got his book from another spy movie. I just can't remember the name of it offhand.
Yeah, well, still he became very successful too.
Yeah. The other one was pretty good too. Hubby has the original spy novel, the one that started it all, that got fall off with Bond. No, I don't have Roku. I use my desktop computer. It's connected to my big TV, and I just stream everything from there. Ashidin. That's the book that spawned the first.
Bond.
Yeah. No, I don't have Roku. My father-in-law has Roku. But I just, I don't have an Amazon Fire TV either. It just says like, forget it. So, yeah, I've seen Pluto on the phone, but with me, I'm happy with what I have. I paid for it, so I'm good to go. Can't believe I was sitting like this earlier, Sassy, looking at the thing while my video's going, and the moderator decided to fucking block me from video because I was sitting there thinking and listening to the preacher, the seminary. At the same time, I was wondering what to do with Chloe. Yeah, those are good to use. I mean, I have a PS4 and a PS3 and a PS2 and a PS1, so but I also use everything through my desktop. So I was telling Chloe the other day that what was I saying about Chloe? Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, oh yeah, I was telling her Christmas ideas. A new mouse for me. I have the one with I have the Slimline PS1 Slim with the screen. So I got a working one with the screen and a non one with the screen. Oh hey, you came just me. Look at him. He's eating and he wants kisses at the same time. So, and then I have the Slimline PS2 and then the original PS2, the brick. PS3, I have two of those, and then I have a PS4. So, but, everyone's wondering about stimulus checks. That's why we got 5 people viewing me right now, Sassy, and only you commenting. You know. Yeah, I tell you what happened the other day. I was gonna order me some soda on Amazon. You know, some of that Red Bull Cola.
Mm-hmm.
24 pack. They wanted fucking $50 for it. So fuck that. Let's recap them on stimulus. Well, all right, I'll recap them. For anyone who came in here looking for a stimulus check, I'll tell you what's going on. So basically, Donald Trump turned around and said that the American people, great American people, if there's a bill, he would sign it for $1,200. And then he turned around and said something like, there is no more stimulus negotiation talks, it's over. Then he rolled it back 8 hours later saying, something else. But currently, because the election's only 26 days away now, there is no way in hell that they can pass something from now 26 days. They could, but as Sassy said, they're all on vacation. So, now if you get Moderator Joe in here, he'll tell you to all get a job, you lazy bums. And there's no more stimulus. But there's a lot of people out there, the elderly and the disabled. They want their $1,200 for Christmas shopping. There's other people that think the government owes them more than $2,000 a month. That they should get a monthly check retroactive. Now, the only way we're going to see a stimulus check is after Biden becomes president. They'll pass a lot of stimulus reforms. And that's going to be an interesting concept. So there's that on the stimulus deal. Well, yeah, I mean, you do need it. Me? A lot of people want it for the elderly and the disabled and the veterans and the railroaders and the SSI and the disability insurance and retirement and survivors. They all need the money too. They want it for shopping and stuff. Now, Donald Trump was talking about giving $200 coupons for Medicare patients. Fortunately, that doesn't even wet the whistles of the elderly. Their meds sometimes are low cost or no cost, so the $200 is just smokes and mirrors. But everyone else, there's nothing. What you need to do is vote and vote properly. If you think Biden's going to give you money, vote for him. If you want Donald Trump to fix things, vote for him. Vote with your heart. So don't vote just because, Now, let me put it this way, okay? If you have someone online or in person that tells you to vote all the way red, Republican, don't listen to them. Follow your own heart. And if they fearmonger and say, oh, well, this country could be a socialist or communist country, well, do your own research, because that's all you can do. And by the way, here's how I see the $1,200. I think it needs to be more, but I also think that $1,200 is meager. A lot of people are getting monthly checks, and we're not, because we're the richest country in the world. They think Americans can suffer and get through this. But so far, the coronavirus pandemic, no one's actually stabilizing things, So, Sassy, tell me what you would do with the money if you had $1,200.
Well, we might wait to hear from Sassy, I guess.
Well, I'm just asking Sassy,
Yeah.
Sassy said I could use the money, What would you do with the $1,200, Evan? I would buy bunny treats and more pellets. Hey, Brother Moppy, what would you what would you spend $1,200 for?
Popping pepper bastard, yeah. That's good. Popping pepper.
Moppy, if you had $1,200, you could do more than buy a hopping pepper pastry. You want me to give you an opinion?
What is it?
you can probably buy about.
Oh, it's lifetime supply.
So, hold on. Well, you could buy 20 Dutch dwarf rabbits for yourself in cages, 20 of them, which means you could eat 20 little Dutch dwarfs and still leave your brother alone. But then those Earthlings will die.
That's right. Well, if you're not getting any bunny seed.
Yeah, sorry. The little boon boons aren't allowed to be eaten. Sorry to say, Moppy.
Oh, in this household, they're not?
Yeah, an eBay business wouldn't be bad either, Sass. I mean, those are good ideas. Me, I would probably get money and divide it up. Between me and Chloe, it'd be $2,400. I would divide $1,200 in games and $1,200 in household supplies. You know, I haven't. Did I ever tell you the story about eBay with me? So I bought something that said new old stock the other day. You know what new old stock is. I turned around and sold me a thing he said was new old stock. I asked where the box was. He said, oh, it didn't come with a box, right? He said, oh, this will work perfectly. Here, I'll show you this if you haven't seen it. A bag phone. So I buy it. New old stock. Didn't come with the power charger. Didn't come with a car charger. The antenna is worn out. He said new old stock. I asked where the box was, instruction. He said he didn't have it. So I finally got it, powered it up after waiting a week for a plug that Chloe bought. Lo and behold, it turns out to be a used fucking phone that he was selling used, saying it's new. So I complained to PayPal. PayPal turned around and got all the pictures and said, look, you sold them a used phone. You didn't give them the cables and chargers. And, so the guy turned around and says, well, who cares? And Amazon and eBay, or not Amazon, PayPal and eBay had it out with him and negative him. And PayPal turned around and said, well, they can keep the phone. And since he didn't offer a return label to resell it as used, we're turning around and giving Rita her out of 14 years. This is the only time she was screwed over. We're giving her entire money back. Oh, yeah, exactly. So, so they gave my money back. So they gave me the money back. The guy basically threw fit, and he's angry as hell. And me, I'm angry because who the hell is named Kim on this phone? Literally. And then I found out recently that I couldn't activate it because it's on an old 3G network, and there's no more 3G network in the country. They dissolved 3G. So I got a collector's item.
Free.
For free. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've never had complaints with eBay, never. And I like how you can ask questions to the sellers directly. It's one of my favorite things. I like asking questions at Amazon, too. No $1,200 for Moppy. No $2,400 for Moppy. No bun sandwiches for Moppy. All the Boon Boons are safe. So anyways, moderator Pee Wee gave me some videos recently. It was clickbait where guys were talking about stimulus checks coming. So far, it's all been bullshit and lies. So I don't base of clickbait. I base it off facts. Well, good for you, Glad that you're having another sandwich. I've already had dinner. So when Chloe's done eating, I'm about to log off and watch the Flintstones with her because I don't want to be on YouTube for a long time, And with only 5 people watching and not one of them commenting except you, Sassy, I think it's about time I rode off in the sunset for the night. And hope like hell we can score some laundry tomorrow because Chloe can go Friday to Walmart. If she doesn't go Friday, That means she goes the day after Labor Day, which is on a Tuesday. So, all right, well, enjoy your sandwich and have a good night, Sassy. I'll be in tomorrow. So, I guess since there's only 4 people watching and not one of you damn people are commenting except for Sassy, I'm logging off. So please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hold some funny for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thank you, everyone. God bless you, and have a great night.